Look, your channel isn't growing because you suck at these 6 skills. It's not thumbnails. It's not the algorithm. It's you. I've analyzed hundreds of struggling creators, their channels, and it always comes down to the same missing pieces. Master these 6 skills and your channel transforms overnight. Stay with these bad habits and you're going to stay invisible forever. Now, here's exactly what's holding you back. The first skill that you're lacking is certainty. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. And we've been told that time and time again. But here's what most creators get wrong about authority. They think that the viewers follow the smartest person in the room. That's not right. That's wrong. Viewers follow the most certain person in the room. Words like maybe and sort of and I think could probably kill your authority immediately. Every time you hedge, you're telling your audience to doubt you. Listen to this. I think this strategy might work for you, maybe, versus this strategy will transform your results. You feel the difference? Certainty isn't arrogance, it's conviction in your delivery. But here's the thing, confidence is not the same as certainty, and so many creators get this completely wrong. So skill number 2, developing confidence. Looking nervous makes you look like a beginner no matter how good your content is. Confidence is communicated through 3 channels, your posture, your voice, and your energy. Low confidence equals viewers clicking off before you ever deliver any value. Watch this transformation here. If I'm like this, and I'm talking, and I'm fidgeting, and your brain immediately categorizes this as beginner content. Now, if I have my shoulders back, voice projected like I do in all of my videos after 10 plus years of making YouTube videos, including the controlled, talking with my hands and controlled gestures, instant authority. This isn't about faking it. It's about showing up as the expert that your content proves you are. One small shift in your body language can double your perceived authority. This versus this. But here's where it gets dangerous. Confidence without competence, that's a recipe for disaster. So the third skill, the third thing that we need to build is our competence, right? And how we deliver that to our audience, because knowledge means nothing if the viewers don't see you as an expert. Competence isn't something you declare. It's demonstrated. You can have 30 degrees and 20 years of experience in your field, but if you can't prove it in the first 30 seconds, the viewers won't care. One case study beats 10 credentials, right? Patting yourself on the back a million times. One before and after beats 1,000 promises that are empty. One specific example beats generic advice every time. Now, here's the thing. If you don't have your own success stories yet, you don't have this big pool of clients, you can borrow credibility ethically here. You could share other people's case studies. You could reference proven frameworks that work for other people. We all read books. We all listen to podcasts. We all watch YouTube videos and go to seminars and workshops. We can reference as students in the game ourselves what's working and what you're learning and how other people have applied that successfully until you build your credibility stack yourself and then you have your own proof. But here's the thing. Even the most qualified experts fail if they deliver their knowledge the wrong way. And that brings me to the 4th skill, which is your cadence. Look, the rhythm in which you deliver your message is why people stay or why people leave. If you happen to have a flat, monotone delivery, that usually equates to an instant drop-off. I see that time and time again. Some of you guys, Adam, I'm doing everything that you're saying, and I go check out your channel, and it's just like, hi, today I'm going to talk, and it's just like, come on, man, you're killing me here. Your retention graph in the YouTube studio doesn't lie. Great speakers use cadence kind of like music to hook the attention. Cadence means varying your speed, using intentional pauses, changing your tone to match your content. Fast for excitement, slow for emphasis. Pauses for impact. Now take a look at this retention graph. You see how it mirrors the speaker's energy? When they slow down for emphasis, when they're in their groove, the retention spikes. When they go monotone and unsure of themselves, the viewers bail. But cadence alone won't save you if you sound like you're lecturing to a classroom. So skill set number 5 that we have to build and develop is understanding how to have a conversation with our audience. If your content feels like a lecture, people are going to tune out very quickly. The retention graph is going to go like this. The difference between, hey guys, today we're going to talk about, and you've probably experienced this frustration, is the difference between broadcasting and connecting. Here's the cheat code, guys. If you want to really connect with your audience, you need to talk to one person. Who's that person, Adam? It's you. You're watching this right now. You needed this help at some point. You have the expertise that changed your life at some point by learning it from others. You are that secret link to people. You could use rhetorical questions such as, sound familiar? Ever notice this? What would you do? Because you want to connect. You're not talking at them, you're talking with them. If you build intimacy by anticipating what the viewer is thinking, it's going to make everything so much easier. Now, I know what you're thinking. This creates those mental conversations between you, and you're talking to a camera. But through the camera, through that video that they're watching, it feels like a real conversation. Even the most friendly conversational tone is going to collapse if your message isn't crystal clear. So the sixth skill set that we have to develop is being able to deliver our message with clarity, right? There's a famous letter that was written, I think, by either Edgar Allan Poe or Mark Twain. Let me know in the comments if you know who it is. That said, "My love, I didn't have time to write you a short letter, so I wrote you a long one." Being to the point, having clarity, being concise takes practice. It's much harder to get all the messaging into a shorter piece of content than it is just rambling for 45 minutes to an hour, right? But when that confusion comes and that confusion hits the viewer, that's going to kill more channels than bad thumbnails ever will. When you have all this technobabble and this complicated jargon within your niche, that's going to equate to instant overwhelm. And what do people do when they're overwhelmed? They click off. Your expertise becomes worthless if the viewers cannot follow along. Every industry term that you're throwing out without explanation, you're going to lose a viewer, right? So we have to look at how can we be clear? How do we have that clarity and how do we deliver it? So here's the clarity formula. Use a few points maximum, right? I'm not talking about 2 specifically or 5 specifically. The minimum amount to have the maximum impact within your video. Explain each one simply, right? You don't have to sound like you're a college scholar. Talking like a 5th grade reading level. Recap all of the points at the end just to bring people back into the conversation. This creates bingeability because viewers feel progress within your content. Here's the thing, guys. If someone can't clearly explain what the main point of your video was to a friend right after watching the video, your clarity is not where it needs to be. And I have a little bit of homework for you guys. Watch this video again if you need to, but this time score yourself on each of these skills, 1 to 10. Your lowest score, well, that's probably what's holding your channel back. If you want a detailed breakdown of how I build channels and all these different things, the actual tactical strategy stuff, I'll have a link in the description box below. You can download my guide for free. I want you guys to understand that the soft skills are what separates amateurs and professionals. You can have all the best thumbnails and titles and all these different things that I teach, but without these 6 skills, you're dead in the water. It's about coming and bringing everything together. Speaking of those strategies and tactics, watch this video next if you want to make sure that your video is ironclad before hitting publish. If you haven't yet, click that little subscribe button to join the channel family here. Let me know which skill you are lacking and which one is your strong suit right now in the comments below. Until then, I appreciate you watching.